This is News Talk 820 WBAP, and now on FM at 93.3.
Hey there, welcome to the James Show, News Talk 820, 93.3 FM, WBAP. I am your host, James Parker. Charlie Kirk's assassin is now in custody. What do we know about him? Let's ask my next guest, Victoria Churchill, Young Voices in Daily Mail. Welcome back to the James Show. Victoria, what do we know about this guy that shot and killed Charlie Kirk this week?
Yeah, we know quite a few things. We know the fact that he attended Utah State University, so not Utah Valley University where the event happened, the assassination happened. There's videos surfaced online of him basically getting a full ride scholarship to that school. He was the son of a law
I saw that
enforcement.
video, so that's real? That's him a couple years ago?
From what I can tell, yeah. That's him, and, like I said, his dad was in law enforcement. Just a very interesting, I guess he doesn't quite match the profile of, obviously I hate to say it, but, just recent shooters in high-profile cases. He doesn't match that profile. He seems to have been raised well, at least until he left home. Who knows? I think that's what we'll come to know in the coming days of what happened, from the time that he left home, from the time that he went to college.
I don't feel comfortable saying that because I don't know anything about Crooks, the guy who shot Donald Trump's ear last year. The guy that's on trial right now, Ruth, we haven't had really a deep dive into this guy. I don't know what his bid is. But when we talk about, that doesn't fit the profile of recent shooters, they do deep dives on some of them, and some of them we never hear about again.
Yeah, that's very true, especially with the Ruth stuff. There's more resurfacing as he's, got upcoming trial dates and things like that. So, that's our job as the journalists to figure out. Obviously don't want to get the cart ahead of the horse, I guess, as they say, and, say something that's not true. So I'll just, go off of what we do know, which is just what I've shared with you already.
Talking with Victoria Churchill from Daily Mail. So the engravings on the bullet, that kind of lends toward left-wing ideology. Is that enough to cement his motive?
Again, I think we'll know in the coming days what that was, or if that was motivated by something else.
Okay, so I guess we have him in custody. He's not. He hasn't left us. I'm looking forward to some interviews. Are we going to get more out of this guy, or do you think this is going to be one of those trials where they don't let cameras in and they don't let reporters in?
I assure you that if there is any opportunity for a reporter to be there, I'm sure that the Daily Mail will have somebody there, getting as much information as possible. I'm actually shocked that another reporter on our site, she was actually able to interview the Charlotte killer earlier this week. So it's definitely interesting when it comes to media and people that are incarcerated and what level of access is permitted versus is not. Especially I think in both of these situations that the media has been covering this week, there's very strong video evidence of who is what and who did what. So, again, I don't know whether his family will want to let him talk or if they have any say. Now, obviously, he is an adult. He's 22. But I know his family, some other members of his family have already talked to the media. I believe we have a story up right now on our homepage, not my work, but another one of my colleagues at the Daily Mail, with his aunt saying, she doesn't believe that he could do this. So I think in the coming hours and days and months and maybe even weeks, there's just definitely lots more information to figure out.
Okay, Victoria Churchill, thanks for the info on the Charlie Kirk assassin. You can find her work at Daily Mail. We'll talk to you soon.